Welcome to day 20 of the Daily Doodle December Challenge. Before we jump into doing our doodle for the day, let's pause for 3 deep breaths together, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth with a big sigh. And again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, releasing any tension in the body with the out breath, and then inhaling one more time, exhaling through the mouth, this time letting go of any busy thoughts and worries with the out breath so that you can be fully present right here, right now as we doodle. So today we're doing little tiny leaf shape. So we'll start roughly in the center, not worrying if all of the leaves are the same size or shape. And then we're tucking in between the leaves. So it's sort of following a very concrete pattern for now, but here's where it gets a little more free form. Now we're just coming back in and filling in with little leaves wherever there's a space, and they can be pointed in slightly different directions, and some can be thinner, some can be wider. And you could work systematically going around and around the center, or I like to be a little more chaotic and randomly move around the section. And we'll practice mindfulness by quieting the mind and paying close attention to how it feels to put pen to paper. Notice how each stroke of the pen feels in your hand. Maybe noticing any sounds, perhaps that the pen is making on the page, or maybe even noticing other sounds around you. And as you get to the edge, you can choose if you want to do tinier leaf shapes or have some of the leaves going off the page. So far have been doing complete leaves, but just making them a bit smaller so that they finish by the edge of the page. And we're just tightly packing them together. So a very, very simple pattern today with I guess we have a couple of decisions to make. What direction we go in, how big we make them, although hopefully you're getting into some flow, not overthinking shape, size, position. But it's a fairly detailed piece today, so this one will require a bit more patience than some of the other day's doodles. Checking in with the body, noticing if any tension has crept in, letting that go. Now we've got some more patience required for some fine detail work, coming back in and coloring in black in between the leaves. It's hard to believe I'm nearing the end of the 3rd week of daily doodles. I can feel my creativity growing each day. Creativity is like a muscle. And the more we exercise it, make use of it, the more it flourishes. And we're all creatives. We all have these innate desires or impulses to express ourselves or make things. And it can be so relaxing and satisfying to make things, especially things like the doodles we're doing in this challenge that are low stakes, simple, no stress. Now, if you're struggling to make time for your creativity and relaxation, or you'd like to spend more time than we do in these daily doodles, check out my school community, Calm and Creative Cocoon. That's school spelt SKOOL. In there, we gather live once a week for an hour of really simple art journaling, followed by 30 minutes of a kind of meditation that's super easy and enjoyable called Yoga Nidra, where you just lie down and listen along. It's very relaxing and deeply restorative. And for some people, being part of a community where there's some structure to gather at a particular time can be helpful in making time, structure, external accountability, and just the social nature of doing things with others can be very motivating. And there's always a replay if the live doesn't work for your schedule. And it's priced so that it's worth doing even if you only come once a month. So now we're ready for color. If you were going to just leave it black and white, you would be done. I'm going to use pencil crayons, and I'm not going to color individually these little leaves. I'm going to color right over top of the black, and you can't really see. I'm going to use some of my favorite vibrant bright shades, and I'm going to go around. I guess it's going to kind of be rainbowy from the center out. And then with each layer, I'm going to overlap a little bit with the layer before. And I see that my actual flower is, like the one that was in the very center, is a little bit off center, but that's all right. I'm going to come back with my yellow and get some of these ones on the edge that I left a little bit white. I don't dislike the white, but I do prefer the vibrant yellow, and I'm going to do it again with the orange just to make it a little more vibrant. Oh heck, I'm going back in with the pink. Make it a bit more vibrant. I'm just pressing a little harder. There we go. So that could also be it, but I'm coming back in with some sparkle. So I am going to just color in the occasional leaf solid silver. So this is the opaque Jelly Roll pen, Gelly, that does a nice job of just going over top, so you can't even see the color underneath. And then I think I'm going to come in and do some dots. I'll start in the center, and we'll see how I feel. I was going to say I may only do the ones in the center to kind of draw the eye inward, but once I get going, maybe I want to go farther. I don't know yet. I think I will make it more of a center emphasis, but maybe I'll do just some random extras. All right, so there you have it. That is today's demo of a doodle. Now it's time to color the tracking star. Let's do that purple. I see I recently did a purple, but this is random and this was the color I grabbed. So there we go. One more day of doodle done. Now let's take a look at the other samples. Here is the green and gold on the month page, and then here is the blue and silver sample on the blue and gold sample page. So with this one, you'll see I went around and made the center more of a showcase by completely outlining in silver the center ones. Then I used the sheer silver to add some more sparkle going out, and then I dotted with the opaque silver many of the outer leaves. So hopefully that gives you a lot of ideas and inspiration for your doodle today, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow for some more relaxing doodles.